Well, today is a weekend. As you see, it's kind of busy beach. You guys having some fun. This place is kind of a little bit on the side of the main beaches. Like Dumaluan beach is over there, and this is a little bit wild side. More quiet. Still a very beautiful place. Always the main value of the, like, you know, the a little bit remote places, because they are a little bit more cleaner. There's not so much human activity, which sometimes leads to kind of a little bit unmanaged, sometimes even I will say polluted situation. So for me, this kind of environment where is not so much human activity is very good. Let's enjoy this pure, pristine, beautiful beach. Well, today I'm gonna talk with you about issue which touching, I guess, everyone on this planet Earth now, from North Pole to South Pole. That's the situation with the COVID-19. I get a cancellation of my booked tickets to Bali now, and reschedule my plans for the future 3 months. Well, yeah, not like something very important and kind of problematic. And it's not like, you know, you can't solve the airway companies now are get mature and more or less strong. You're gonna see how they deal with this crisis, but in general, like AirAsia and other local major companies, I guess they are in very good shape. Traveling is booming. People flying as they did maybe many years ago and going by buses around. Now they air buses. But in the same time, it's like a time when you can a little bit think over the situation. This situation gonna bring us new understanding of the risk which we have once we are involved in this global economy, global traveling, global citizenship. The coronavirus reminds how important it is to keep your healthy lifestyle intact. And it's funny that if you're gonna look at all descriptions of possible cure, possible medicines which you can use, then mainly it's gonna be just your immune system. So you're gonna take relax, no specific medication doesn't exist, just strengthen your immune system and it's gonna heal you. Such a beautiful blue-green water. It seems like it's clean. You don't know what's exactly in the water, what kind of chemicals could be in there, but it looks clean. So yeah, and all those things which is under your control, like what kind of foods you eat, what kind of environment you're living in, how much you expose yourself to unnecessary buzz and stress, is gonna affect your health. And what is obvious, you know, we need to understand that, like in a world of bacteria, you can use antibiotics to suppress them. But the world of bacteria is a good bacteria and bad bacteria, and then there's a thin border between you doing something good and between you doing something harmful for your body. In the world of the viruses is much more complicated. Virus is not living and not multiplying by itself. Viruses needs a cell where they can penetrate their own genetic code, and so this is a way how they multiply. I mean, for the viruses we still don't have sufficient tools to deal with them, and main thing what's happening is just your body takes over, your immune system. It's still only your immune system which is in charge mainly, and which can help your body to be healthy. So, and as we see, there is nothing much more what we can do. And then the question is how you can keep your body healthy. And the answer is complicated, of course, and long, but you know that there is a main guiding lights which I, for example, take in consideration. And the main rule for me is I use only clean foods in my life, and I try to be in clean environment where I'm living in, and then I try to avoid all the toxic environment as a physical one or a mental one. I avoid environments where I can be stressed and somebody can cause me unnecessary stress. After a beautiful and clean environment where you're living in, and very careful choosing information environment where you're living in, and the people who you have interactions. So main thing after all is going to be clean food, water and clean food. And for me, as I travel around the world, it's really always biggest struggle is the clean foods. It's so difficult to get organic foods and healthy ones. We live in an environment where we are kind of sinking in a huge amount of the processed nonsense, which isn't food, which isn't snack, which isn't nothing that I explain as any useful substance in there. For me, it's like, you know, junk food, as we call it. I don't even consider it as a snack. So once you live in this environment of the crazy foods and difficult access to the clean food, it's very important for you to understand what you can consume, what can benefit your body for your good health. So I guess the main thing which is obvious, the food should be clean. No any chemicals which is unnatural for this food. No any human intervention. No herbicides, no pesticides, no fertilizers, which can leave some kind of traces which you still don't understand. There's also no GMOs, genetically modified organisms or plants. Well, and that's difficult task, you know. It sounds like very easy. No GMO, no this and that. But ask yourself, if you're gonna go out in a shopping mall, would you will be able to get clean organic foods? And if you're gonna get some of them, can you have most of the things which you would like to have for your food for today organic, or just will be able to have some? Well, and then we're gonna see, like, we are not able to choose nearly not most important ingredients which we need. Healthy fats, healthy proteins. And then it is a moment where you can think and analyze and plan your food for the long term. So you always are able to get some healthy stuff. You need to have a seed which you can sprout. You need to have dried fruits, nuts and other things which you can keep with you and have as a snack or as a main food. So you need to think over all environment where you're living in, so it's always gives you the options to stay in a healthy environment and healthy foods. So for that reason, I guess I will suggest you look for organic seeds which you can sprout. Look for organic or naturally grown greeny leaf plants, cabbage family. So another things as nuts and some dried fruit you can get from producers who manifest and share the healthy lifestyle idea with you, what they are able to prove you that they are responsible farmers and they have a healthy food attitude in their mind when they produce their foods. Another very important aspect is clean meats and clean fish. So as you see the guys having the nets and they're fishing in a coastal line, yeah, and it is most kind of cleanest fish here around. Why so? Because if the fish is catched out in the ocean, they need time to bring it back, maybe 1 day, 2 days, and they need to conserve this fish by that time. And as it very often happens, they think about the money as a first. Or in the business is always a business. The business is always about the money. But you need to have a environment and people around you who can build honest relationships. So you know where this fish coming from, how old is this fish. And I found in places which is less developed, it's much more difficult to get clean food, and it's very difficult to establish honest relationships. Because some people they are not able, they are not capable to provide you the clean stuff. Because the business model is such that they need to use all the possible means to get this product in the market and get it sold. So it's going to be very difficult for you to get clean fish. What about vegetarians and vegetarian lifestyle? Well, vegetarian and vegetarian lifestyle, I like it. I like this idea, and what I feel from my body, I feel less I eat heavy processed meats, the better I feel. At the same time, I feel that I need still some meat in my life. I need to have some meat in my diet. How much? Well, I'm gonna say maybe 2 times in a week. And then again, what kind of meat? Well, the meat which is gonna deliver you the most amount of different kind of nutrients which you can need. And exclude all those meats which doesn't deliver you anything what you don't want. Look on your body and think what you need for your hair, for your teeth, for your skin, for your whole environment inside, for your bones, and choose accordingly the products which are capable to deliver those things, like the building blocks for your body. So I will say I'm not vegetarian. I'm not kind of leaning towards radical exclusion of the animal products in my life, but I will say 95% of my diet, and sometimes even 98%, is a plant-based, and only a few percent, maybe 5% of my diet is a clean animal products. which of course also is raised up and slaughtered and get on your table in a responsible and ethical way as much as is possible. Because eating animal, it's not going to be never ethical and easy. That's always a question of consuming a living creature. When you take all those things into consideration, as the environment where you're living in, as the viruses which is flourishing around us, and it's not going to be like last time, it's going to happen like this. It's going to be maybe even more frequent until we're going to establish systems how we can check those viruses, how dangerous they are for us, and clearly understand the ways how we need to treat them. And for now it's more like guessing game, as I see, and the major thing which is important in this time is a clear mind and clear understanding of the things around you. There's nothing much more important than sensible attitude to that. So when you have this alarm going around you, you need to be even more pragmatic, more sensible, and choose the necessary precautions and measures to keep yourself safe. Should you travel? Well, if you can avoid it, you can avoid it. Should you use kind of medicine? Well, that's up to you, but as for me, I feel there's no such medicine which can help me in a certain moment with those problems which we see now with COVID-19. Maybe in other cases it's going to be something. What's then? What's could be most important? What could be most valuable thing to do in a situation like this? I will say strengthen your immune system. How you can strengthen your immune system? Well, I do it now. I'm in clean nature. I'm enjoying clean environment. I'm not exposed to any unnecessary stresses. And I choose only clean food which I eat. So it doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter are you in a tropical beach or you may be in some north country. Well, of course, there's definitely going to be much more benefits if you are in tropical climate, but it's also manageable from any place around the world. So mainly we need to think about our environment where we're living. We need to exclude all toxical things. We need to exclude all toxical relationships in our life. So we are left in a clean environment with sensible people around us and sensible environment. And then we will be prepared mostly for all the problems which we are going to be dealing with. The main thing is important in this case to strengthen your immune system. If your immune system are intact, your body will be able to deal with those viruses, neutralize them, and work out the ways how they can clean up your body from those viruses. So for that you need, of course, a healthy diet. You need to be fit. You need to be ready to exclude everything in your life, in your lifestyle, which is unnecessary and can lead you to weakening your immune system. All those things as sugars, unnecessary fats, alcohols, unnecessary too much trying to grow the muscle, the stresses, physical and mental, all those things are gonna compromise your immune system. So take the measures which is necessary. Take the mask, be in less congested areas, be more exposed to the beautiful clean nature and clean water, clean food, clean air. That's going to make the most what's possible for you, and as I obviously sharing my experience for me, for my health. If we can have a good medicine, well, it could be good, and I guess if it's proven working, then it's good, but we don't have it. I advise you look around and search for the clean, organic, seeds, nuts, organic produce. And this, I guess, is the best thing which you can do for your health, for your life. Is it easy? Well, it's not easy. Can you do it silly way? No way. It's going to be very small adjustments, each day by day, each meal by meal. So you will be able to pick up only those things in only this environment, and only this amount which your body needs now. Because you can't build your health for the future, you need to maintain it day by day. Well, environment which is less challenging for your body. So if you live in cold climate, you always should be in a warm environment. Your body always need to be well protected, that the body don't need excessively burn the fat and heat up the body, because it's unnecessary processes which requires energy and resources, so your body gonna be wearing out faster. And then once you have those processes in your body, you need to understand, do you have all necessary components and elements to rebuild your body? And for that matter, I guess, the green and ecologically clean foods are the main thing, as we call them, organic foods. And when you are in clean environment where your body feels in the best possible way, you need to have a physical activities. Of course, you don't need to pump yourself, go crazy, with a big muscle and so on. Just to keep your body in normal, decent shape. So your proportion of the muscle mass to your mass, it's healthy. Reduce your fat level. The less you have fat, the better it is. Well, it's always gonna be some fat in your body, but more than maybe 10%, I guess, is dangerous. You decide by yourself what's your level of confidence and reserves. And if you live in colder climate, of course you're gonna need more fat. You need more storage to deal with the cold environment. If you are able to stay in warm environment, even if you live in colder countries, but your house, your environment where you're living is always warm and nice, then you can have lower fat levels. If you are in the warm climates as this one, tropical climates, your fat level could be even less. So good proportion between body fat, muscle mass, bone density, hydration, and of course all necessary ingredients to rebuild your body, regenerate and reproduce the cells in a normal, nominal, constant speed. This is the best lifestyle which you can have. Plus that, of course, important is the rest. It's healthy sleep, environment where you're not stressed out by unnecessary things. Like I experiencing here in Asia, like this beeping all the time and pollution, which is unnecessary for me, like totally useless thing, but I'm exposed to that. Once I'm back in Europe, it's going to be well organized, very regulated environment. It's going to be a little bit colder, which also is kind of unnecessary stress for my body, so my body needs to heat up. You need to weigh out all the options which you have currently and choose the best which suits you. As for me, as I understand, I will say so. The first and foremost, I need to be in a warm and comfortable environment. I need to have a very good infrastructure. There is no pollution, there is no pollution in a noise, pollution in air, pollution with the chemicals, like all those things which can be saturated with the unnecessary things. I need to avoid them. After that, main thing is clean water and clean food. Well, of course, I'm going to be looking for the local farmers which can produce and deliver me clean organic produce. Next thing is going to be clean meat and clean fish. And people sometimes ask, what you like, what's your kind of preferences in food? I would say so, like nearly everything which is a clean is going to be okay. Of course, amount of it, how much meat, how much fish. You need to weigh out and understand how much your body needs now. So it's nothing in excess, because we can't store those elements and in our body for a long time. We need a constant supply of the elements and ingredients which we need to rebuild our body constantly. So for that matter, you need to have a healthy, constant supply of the ingredients which you need to rebuild your body constantly. So, and the order is like this: environment, then the water, the food, and mental environment. So if you, for example, like why food is not number one? Well, if you have a noise pollution around you, well, that's already bad. You can't have a decent sleep, you can't have a decent relax, your mind is always busy analyzing unnecessary noises around. If you're exposed to the bad air quality environment where you're living, well, you can have the cleanest and nicest food, but if you are constantly exposed to bad air, so all those chemicals are going to be penetrating you 24/7, or that time when you are outside on the streets and so on. So that's also going to be bad. If you live in an environment which is polluted, it's going to be very difficult for you to get clean water. And your body is 80% water. So for that reason, I will say that clean environment is number one for me. And I try to avoid and stay away from the cities, from city buzz, and nonsense for me could be staying in the traffic or in city buzz without any reason. In cities in Europe, they are well managed, I can tolerate them, but big cities here in Asia, it's just, you know, it's unacceptable level of the pollution in those places. So I go to places like this. Pure, clean, beautiful environment. So after the clean environment where you are in, the second thing is, of course, things which you digest, which you eat, which you consume. Like the clothing, like washing powder, like soaps, the food, all the things which you use around you. And also the house interior, and also the car or the yacht where you are in, how much you are exposed to the unnecessary breathing the chemicals, you know, being exposed to the different toxic elements which evaporate those toxic fumes and you breathe them. And when you smell something, this not means like, you know, they fly in and fly out. No, you smell the things which comes into your lungs. This is your filtration system, and also analyzing the system. Filtration, yeah, small dust is gonna filtrate, so you sneeze out. But the main chemicals, they're gonna be going right in your body. Well, I guess I covered most of the things which is important for me. As always, I say I share my observations. And if you find them useful, if you feel that you are on the same wave as me, we're surfing same healthy lifestyle, so leave the comments, I'm gonna read them, and if there are some sensible and interesting things, I'm gonna replay. So if you hear in my stories which I explain about a lifestyle which is possible to have in different places, something valuable, something valuable drain, share your opinions also in comment section, so we can keep this sensible attitude and show other people who may be interested in the same things as you, and they may pick up something valuable from you. Well, I guess that's it for today. I get my healthy exposure to the sun, I'm not overdosed, which is a very good thing. see you soon on Daily AG.